Hey there storytellers, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can see down below, is going to be a book of the month unboxing. Now, I recently canceled my book of the month, not because they didn't deliver on their end of the bargain, but just because I'm running out of space and needed to stop buying books for a while. But I saw one on the October box options that piqued my interest, and I had a credit left from canceling, so that brings us to the topic of today's video. You might be getting the gist given the themed apparel I have on, but October makes me think of witches, and that brings me to my book of the month pick for October. If I can open the box. Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman. So this story follows a girl named Maria Owens, who is raised as an orphan by a kindly woman named Hannah, who recognizes a gift, a potential, if you will, in Maria and sort of takes her under her wing. But later, when Maria is older, she is left jilted by a lover, and she follows him to Salem, Massachusetts, where she stirs up some trouble. For those of you who don't know, Alice Hoffman wrote Practical Magic, which is witches. Let's see what I did there. One of my favorite October movies to get to every year. It follows two sisters, Jillian and Sally, after they've sort of drifted apart. Alice Hoffman also wrote the young adult novel Aquamarine about a mermaid, also a fan of that movie. So I think it was high time I get around to this author. Magic Lessons is a prequel novel. It is Practical Magic was the very first one written and published, and then it got another prequel, and this is the most recent in the Practical Magic series, if you will. Another prequel, the prequel of all prequels, basically, because Maria Owens is the ancestor from which the girls in Practical Magic and the characters in the other prequel novel descend from, and whom they get their witchy powers from. She's also responsible for a curse that wreaks some havoc on their lives, especially in Practical Magic. But this is the book of the month for October that I picked. It was one of the October box options, and because I was so intrigued to know Maria's story, every time they talk about her in the movie Practical Magic, I was just like, I gotta know this girl's story, and now we have the opportunity to do so. So I was on board. But for those of you who aren't Book of the Month subscribers or have not been before, they do let you add on some other items to your box should you want more books than the one you pick. And there were two that perfectly, and I do mean perfectly, paired with Magic Lessons. The very first one, the one that kicked it off to begin with, is Practical Magic, also by Alice Hoffman. And like I said, this follows Jillian and Sally. They are two sisters who go to live with their eccentric aunts in Massachusetts after their mother passes, and they are taunted by other kids. Whispers follow them, secrets follow them. The whole town blames them for anything weird that might go on as a result of their family lineage dating all the way back to Maria. Both girls just want to get out of the town. They want to not be known for being, the weirdos, the witches. So Sally gets married and Jillian runs away, and they sort of drift apart but are drawn back together for events in Practical Magic. And don't know how faithful the movie is to the book, so I can't vouch for whether or not it's an accurate adaptation, but if it's anything like the movie at all, I'm gonna love this book. And continuing with my witchy theme, my last add-on book for Book of the Month October was The Rules of Magic, also by Alice Hoffman. Now, like I said, this is also a prequel novel. It follows Susanna Owens and her three children, Franny, Jet, and Vincent, and again, having been passed down this legacy of blame and ostracization and just taunts, Susanna tells her children all these rules to avoid so that they don't get persecuted per se. That's all I really know about the story, other than Franny and Jet are in fact the two aunts that Sally and Jillian go to live with in the town in Massachusetts where everything originally started with Maria Owens. So eventually those girls end up back exactly where Susanna Owens does not want them to be. So in publication order, we had Practical Magic, we have The Rules of Magic, and then we have Magic Lessons, but in chronological order. Based on the Owens timeline, we would go with Magic Lessons first for Maria, The Rules of Magic next for Jet and Franny, and then last but not least, Practical Magic to follow Jillian and Sally, the nieces of Jet and Franny. I don't actually know if there's a merit to reading them in one way or another, obviously. I'm sure people who have read any of these could tell me, so if you know if there's a merit to reading them in chronological versus publication order, let me know down in the comments below. I'll give it a try either way. I haven't decided. I think I might go publication order, like, travel back in time. We shall see. These are my 3 books for the month of October from Book of the Month. That is it for this witchy video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by leaving a like down below. And if you want to keep up with me and all of my witchy bookish adventures, you can go ahead and click the subscribe button. And you definitely want to ring the little bell so that you don't miss a magical beat of Vlogoween. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!